clarify my request, because this has been going on back and forth now. My request was November 12th. It was a month ago. And I did come back and say that if it's privacy you were concerned about, I don't need the homeowner's name. This is all public information. I just want the addresses and the amount, and that's it.
However, I think that once you invoke the freedom of information, that's a standard that's applied evenly across. So whether you asked for it as a member of this committee or not, as soon as you say that, it elevates it to a different standard, and there's a different protocol for handling.
Oh, come on, Doug, you find me an attorney then, because I've got one that'll back me on here. If the city's going to be pulling this, I covered my butt by including that. Don't be trying to spin this
I'm
into
not trying
some
to spin
manner.
anything.
I am a member of this committee first, and I am a member of this committee first, before I am a public taxpayer.
That's fine.
That has to.
Well, actually, remember, you're
Can I finish?
You're a public
Can I finish
taxpayer
this?
first, otherwise
Can I
you would be
finish
on the
this?
committee.
Can I finish my statement?
Mhm.
Everyone out there is a public taxpayer who has the right to this information. However, I am even on the Oversight Committee asking for it, and I'm being denied it. I was even the vice chair, and I was being denied it. This is a list of properties I want that was purchased with the lost money, which is what we're supposed to be overseeing. And I want that list and the amount. I don't need the homeowner's name. I made that quite clear back on November 19th.
May I respond? Chair? May I
Sure.
respond? The request came in. What we did was respond as you described. The city has a very transparent policy regarding how we respond to freedom of information requests. And you don't have to say that word. You can come in and say we want a public record, and there's a very specific policy that's on our website. You can read it. It delineates that the first 30 minutes of research for any Freedom of Information Act for documents prepared. All documents are public records virtually, and you pay 25 cents a page to get copies of those. If we have to do research to disclose that information, the first 30 minutes are free, and every hour after that is charged out at $20 an hour. We asked our third-party administrator who has the information that's been requested. They have given us a firm estimate of 6 hours to produce this information, which is the result of is that close to that's where that $110 comes from. You're a member of the committee when you sit at this table. And if you've got, board and commission training, some of you probably went through it recently, we talk about that you're a member of the committee as the committee sits. You can't act individually as members of boards and commissions. You act when you sit at this table and vote. That's when your action takes place. Therefore, if the committee asks, we haven't had that, when a citizen asks for information, we have to follow our procedure so that people are treated fairly. If the committee would vote to say we want this information provided to the committee for a purpose that you have, then as staff we would respond to that.
Okay, now I would like to say that every other board and commission, when I was on the school board, I was still a director when we weren't meeting. This is a new spin for you, Sandi Fowler, and a really new low. This is ridiculous.
Lisa,
This is a ridiculous spin.
How will this help us?
This is an oversight information that I want. This is a local option sales tax, and as a committee, we are supposed to be overseeing.
And then what would be the benefit for this committee to have the addresses of homes that have been purchased?
And the amount?
And the amount?
Well, that's for you to use it as you want.
So there's no apparent benefit.
There is for me. I know what I'm looking at.
I know, I
but
understand
I don't
what
need to
you're
share
saying.
that information.
But I guess-
There's nothing here
Right.
that, the public thinks that we are an oversight committee, and we're looking over their tax dollars, and that's what I'm here to do. And if the city won't provide me the information, I will find a way to get it.
Lisa,
And there is no 6
I
hours
would point
here.
out the city has provided you in those financial sheets, every one, property offer, every bit of amount of money for bought properties is in the financial reports been given to you. The only thing not in there is the specific address of this specific.
So why would it take 6 hours? This is a day of technology. You sort, copy, paste, and then you hide the private information, and then you click send. Oh, save first, and then you send. It's like a 5-step process. And if you can't do that in 5 or 10 minutes, then something's seriously wrong. I mean, you've got the numbers here, you've got the details here, and wherever they are. And it shouldn't take very long to do. And by the way, ProSource will not confirm that they said that. It would take 6 hours. They will not do that. They cannot confirm it.
Chair, what I would tell you is that they confirmed it to us, we verified that we did explore that further with them, and we have confirmed that with them unequivocally.
Well, this is a new low, that the vice chair of the local option sales tax committee can't even get information for the local option sales tax. This is a new low.
The vice chair can, it's just that they're not any better than any other citizen, they have to go through the same process.
We're the oversight committee.
We're still,
No, if we ask for
no better than anybody
information,
else.
you know what, when I was the school board director, if I contacted
because
the
you have a
financial
state
director
mandated-
and asked for
you have a state
information, they
mandated-
sent it to me.
Just give her the
The day that we
information.
voted on
This
the
is
property
state
acquisition
oversight.
for the Cedar Rapids
Yeah, what are
School
they hiding?
District, I emailed, called the financial director, and I asked them to send me the appraisal, and he sent it to me like that.
There's legal and fiduciary requirements.
Right, because I'm a
according to
school board
Iowa-
The only reason they're fighting
Now,
is
I
because
am
they're hiding
also a
something.
servant of the city.
I don't see the problem either.
Sandi Fowler, you said we're not a member of this committee when we're not at this
That is not
table.
what I said.
That is what you said.
That is so what you
When
said.
you
Should we have
ask-
AJ play it back for us?
I
You
will
said
later.
unless we're sitting at the table, we're not a
You cannot
member.
act as a member.
I'm not acting as a
I
member, I'm
am.
not going
If you
out
would-
there
if you're
and
interested in board and
speaking
commission
for the
training
group.
members
Remember, I was on the
of
committee
committee,
for a
we
year.
have that.
And it was-
Hold it every year, and we have documents that clearly spell out board and commission members' roles as members of boards and commissions. We just gave this training to new members in August.